Today we're gonna be I want to be showing you the Black Ops 3 beta. This beta came out basically midnight last night. A lot of people, some people got it early, and I got on it today. I played last night and a little bit today, but I only played like 2 games last night, and I played only like 8 today. But so far I'm just gonna show you the specialists and some of the guns in the game, and some of that if you have time we get into the maps and all of that later on. But so today in this episode, in this part really, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about the specialists. So far you do start out with 4, so these are the 4 specialists you start out with. As you can see, you can't see right now, but I am on level 4, so level 6. So you get this one on level 28, and then the one before on 22, and you unlock them as you move on. So if you have been playing it, really head on since last night, and you're still playing this game, you might be able to unlock, I would say, till like this guy, the Reaper. So we start out, obviously each specialist has their own little ability, but each specialist has 2 special abilities. So this one has the gravity spikes and the overdrive. I've really seen a lot of people use the gravity spikes. I really haven't noticed a lot of people use the overdrive. Therefore, I could be wrong, but it's just me in the games that I've played. So, and then moving on, the Outrider. I've seen a lot of people use the Outrider. A lot of them use the bow and arrow or the sparrow, and some I think use vision pulse, but the ones I've noticed have used sparrow or sparrow. So I've seen a lot of people use Outrider on multiplayer. The third specialist is a prophet. I've seen a lot of people use, not a lot of people really use this one, but if you get on the multiplayer, if you get on a match, you do notice a lot of people have either Outrider or the prophet or the one. I think those are the 3. And then you look at the Tempest. A lot of people use Tempest as their special ability. I really haven't noticed a lot of people use Glitch. To me, out of all the abilities, I think Glitch is the worst one. That's just my own personal opinion. I really didn't find a use for it. And then moving on, its battery. I have, the people that use it, this specialist, they have used War Machine, and I really think War Machine is overpowered, because it's just overpowered. It has max damage to a point, really, but its ability only lasts for around like 5 to 10 seconds, so it's not as long as you think, but it is a little bit overpowered. And then the kinetic armor, I really haven't noticed a lot of people use it, or the ones that have, it's a decent little, just the armor. It lasts for around, I would say, 5 to 10 seconds if you find a use for it. I have used it, I think, once, and it was alright. It's not as bad as you think, but I think out of all of them, the best one to me comes down to the Outrider and the Run, just because of the gravity spikes. It's a little bit overpowered to it, just like the War Machine, but I would say it comes down to the Outrider and the Run, just to me. But personally, I prefer Run, just because that's my personal opinion. Let's look at the score streaks. I'm just going with the preset class for score streaks, really. It's just a UAV, Hellstorm, and Talon. But as you move on, you do see more classes. They're all different score streaks. Obviously, Mothership being the top, which you could also see the maximum level is level 45, so you could kind of tell that the level to get to the max level is 45, I believe, and that's where you could proceed. So and now let's take a look at some of the guns in the game. These are the preset classes. For the assault rifle, you start out with the ARK-7. I've seen a lot of people use this gun, especially in that, in different maps, but I've seen this used in Haunted. I've seen it used there's only really 3 maps. So this gun right here, it has a decent damage. It really doesn't have a lot of jump, but the range and accuracy are perfect. I've used it a lot, as you can see, almost level 6. I really haven't played a lot of games, but I came down and I also unlocked Man of War. I have this on a different class, but this one has the highest damage out of 3 so far. I don't know about, as you can see, obviously this one has the highest damage out of all. So the Man of War, I personally use this. I just started using it in last game, and I played 2 games with it. Got this to level 3, so I really liked it, because when it comes down to close gun to gun battle, you're the one who's gonna win it because you have the highest damage. If you move on, sorry guys, just a little coughing, a little sick today. And you do say you could choose a pistol as your secondary, but you do start out with an RPG or a future RPG, which is the XM53. And you do have your frags and your concussions, and then you have the perks. Some have carried over from Black Ops 2. Really, most of them: Flat Jacket, Ghost, Blind Eye, and then some have just changed their names. So, and then you also see Fast Hands, Hardwire, Scavenger, Cold Blooded, Tracker. Most and really a lot of them have came over from Black Ops 2. And you really wouldn't expect anything else, because this is Black Ops 3. So let's move on to the submachine gun. Start out with the CUDA. I really have noticed a lot of people use this, but if it comes down to who's used the most, I really think this gun has been used in like closed type of maps, like smaller type of maps. But I've seen assault rifles used the most. And then you could see the different type of submachine guns I could unlock these, but I really don't want to, because their damage is extremely low. But I did like the CUDA, so let's move on. The third class you get is a light machine gun, which is really not my thing, as is the BRM. As you can see, I really haven't used it at all. Level 1. I'm really not a light machine gun type of guy. I haven't noticed a lot of people use it either, so that's just me from the games I've played. As you can see, the Man of War, I unlocked this and I put it there. But this should be, I'm going to show you your shotgun class, which is right here in the KRM 262. I really think this shotgun is a little bit OP, you know, because the damage is extremely high. And I've noticed a lot of people use it, especially in smaller maps. It's a little bit overpowered, but I guess shotguns are in real life that powerful. But I think they should just bring the damage a little bit, you know. They should decrease it a little bit. That's just my own opinion. Tell me guys what you think in the comment section below. And your final class is Locust, which is your sniper class. As you can see, the snipers here, all of them extremely high damage. I've seen a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I've seen people use snipers, you know. And the ones that have used it, you know, it really works really well within the game. It's not like Advanced Warfare where it's harder to use snipers. I find it better to use snipers. And if we could get in a gameplay, I would show you the games, but the servers are extremely busy right now, so if we do not get in the lobby, I would just show you the maps. There's Haunted and there's Evac, which I've seen a lot of people like Evac so far, you know, just based on seeing what they vote for and what they don't. And then there's Haunted. The last one I believe is Combine. So those are the 3 maps you get on the beta, and I think Combine is the smallest map. I love Combine just because of a closed gun battle, and just because of the size of the map. It's smaller, you get to move around faster and get more kills faster in a limited amount of time. You also have Haunted. I really played on this I think once, and I did like it. It's a really bigger map. As the Haunted is a bigger map, so I personally did not like, if out of all of the maps, I did not like the Haunted. I would have to say Combine was my favorite map. Alright guys, tomorrow on the next part, really, I will be doing a hopefully gameplay of one of these maps, and I will be showing you guys how the game looks and what I think about the game and the gameplay, as far as how the game is and what I think about it going through the actual launch of the game in November. So alright guys, please leave a like and subscribe. That would really help me and I would really appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys